2021. The year of music, the year of COVID, the year of online everything, the year that is going to go down in history books. Now. Hey man, say man, it's your boy, J-Band's back in the building on this nice New Year's Eve afternoon. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing? This is a very, very, very long awaited video. Putting a lot of work for this. I had to listen to some albums. It wasn't a lot of work. Sitting here listening to albums, it's low-key heat. So, let's just go ahead and dive straight into it. I'll let y'all know the format. We got in the top 15/16 albums of the year, and how I kind of got to this number was albums that I enjoyed the most, albums that had the most replay value for me, because I feel like a lot of music nowadays doesn't stick as well as it used to, and maybe that's just because of the way I grew up. I grew up with the Kanye's, A$AP Rocky's, Drake's, Jay-Z's, The Game, so the legends like 50 Cent, so legends like them dropping, it was like, oh yeah, gotta check it out, gotta keep listening to that, but everybody's dropping every other week now, so it's inflated, the music game is inflated, so albums that stick for me are replay value, and also how it looks in their discography. Is this a new project, a new sound that they've released? Is it something that stands out? Is it something that helps their image? I'm kind of trying to grade on all factors here. So we'll hop straight into it. Now we'll start off with the honorable mentions. People who could have made the list, but the list is so deep that I had to come. First things first, Baby Keem with the Melodic Blue. This was a very good project in my opinion. I've been pulling the Keem for about 2 years now, I would say, since about 2019. And this wasn't his best project in my opinion. His best project was probably his second one. I forgot the name of it, but it's heat. Like, it's almost no skips. And honestly, the first one's pretty good. So out of the three, I'll probably put Melodic Blue at the third spot. But it's still pretty good. You got tracks like Scars, that samples Kanye. Family Ties is probably song of the year in my opinion. He literally snapped, lost his mind on that track. Kendrick as well. I like Do Rag Activity with Travis Scott. It's some other songs that I may listen to one day and not listen to for like 2 weeks. So that was a good tape. Next one is DDG, Die for Respect. Now I know that's nobody even heard nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I know DDG is not on y'all list, and then I'm gonna tell you why he needs to be. Compared to all his other projects, Pontiac. I think that's actually his only other project. This was actually a very complete sounding project, him and OG Parker, and I feel like this is the best he's sounded in his career. That's just my opinion. You got tracks Money Long with 42 Doug. You got the song with NBA Youngboy, the song with PNB Rock, and his breakout song Impatient with Toliver. Like he got some tracks on there. Treat Me Right, that's another one of my favorite songs. Like he got a lot of good songs on there, and I feel like that's the best he sounded in his career so far. So shout out to him for having a good 2021, man. Next one up on the honorable mentions list is my boy J. Cole. I won't say my boy. I'm a J. Cole fan, but he got so play out to me, like when his Crooked Smile and all that album dropped. The radio ruined for me, man. I had to listen to the radio a lot, so I'll be in the car with my mom and my dad. And I would nonstop hear him. So that kind of just turned me off of J. Cole. I just couldn't listen to it no more. But the Offseason was still a good album. You had I just listened to it the other day again for the first time in a long time. It was solid. You got a track with 21 Savage. 21 Savage has really not missed a single verse this year. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you've seen featuring 21, he's had probably the best verse on the track, or made it even 10 times better. Song with Lil Baby, of course. I think Pride is the Devil. I know he had Black on the album as well. So J. Cole, it was a good album. Definitely not his best in his collection, but still worth the recognition. And just talk about it. It's definitely something we gotta talk about. And the last one I'll say is Michigan Boat Boy by Yachty. Yachty. Now we know Yachty does the melodies and very melodic. I've been listening to Yachty since Summer Songs, back when I was in high school. And what is this, like 2015, 2016? So my first song I heard by Yachty was Water on My Face. This is a SoundCloud song, and I ain't gonna lie, his sound has evolved completely since then, you know. So to hear him, and he can low key rap, high key rap. Yachty can definitely rap. So to hear him on some Detroit beats and put me onto a lot of Detroit artists that I didn't even know really were out there like that, like RMC Mike, Babytron, Louis Ray. Like he slid. He slid on the entire album. I think it was a pretty good album. And he also had Sway Lee rap. I've never heard Sway Lee rap. You can't tell me you heard Sway Lee. Now, I don't mean the singing rapping or, kind of like melody rapping. He had Sway Lee rapping, bro. That was tough. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. So, that definitely got to be an honorable mention for me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get straight into the list. Number 16. Drum roll, please. 99, the producer, Jorja. Now, I'm not going to talk about every single project on here. I'll probably do top 10. But I'll give a little blur about each project as I go on. So 99, the producer, Jorja. This came out this year. A little 5-song EP. This song, the key thing about this project is it's all bass for cello. You know what I'm saying? I actually know the artist who made this project, Snap. He plays the cello, and all the beats are made by him with the cello. So I think it's a great album. Songs like Somewhere Out of Space is my favorite personally. Northside Lover, You Got Better, Pull Up. Like that album, that EP got some heat. So definitely go check it out. It's something different in the rap game, and I always love hearing new stuff. New sounds, something that stands out. Like, for example, Whole Lot of Red, that's something that stood out at the beginning of this year because it was something different. It was something refreshing to the ears. And something nobody ever done before. So if you're looking for that, if that's how you enjoy music, definitely go check that one out. Number 15, Pooh Shiesty Season. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the first 6 months I was blasting Shiesty Season. Like that, Pooh Shiesty got that shit. I ain't gonna lie, he's cold. He's cold. I believe he's from Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, like just that, I've been listening to drill rap since 2013, 2012, when Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Lil G Herbo now, but Lil Herb back then came out. So I kind of got sick of it. It kind of just got repetitive in my ears, So, but to hear Shiesty Season, it was a completely different sound, or it wasn't completely different, but it was refreshing. Like it kind of made me realize why I enjoy drill music. Like I listen to Shiesty Season working out, playing basketball. Like I don't know, it just makes me lock in and get in that different mode. Next one up, number 14, Maxo Kream, Weight of the World. Now, Houston really got some good artists, and Maxo Kream is just another key to that. Like, I did not, on this album, he talked a lot about his past, people hating on them, and I guess him, quote-unquote, leaving them. And it's just a good story. He's a great storyteller, and there's a lot of collabs on here that I didn't even expect from him. He got the Don Toliver collab, Freddie Gibbs, A$AP Rocky, and somebody else. Like it's actually a pretty good album. Honestly, it's completely well put together, and honestly, he shows all his skills. He's very versatile. And I'm not saying he sings nothing, but he got some bars. He got some bars. Like one of my favorite songs is "Believe." That's with Don Toliver. Trips. It's a great story about him and his relationship with his brother. What's another one? Oh, Worthless. Like he got a lot of good songs on this album, man. So definitely worth it to check it out. This is my first time actually listening to a Maxo Kream project. Local Jokers what got me into him. That's one of his singles off the project, as well as a Big Persona with Tyler the Creator. So yeah, definitely cool. And I didn't even know he did a song. I do know, but I forgot he did a song with Playboi Carti. What song was it? I think it was On Some Shit or something like that. It was something back from like 2016, big SoundCloud days. So definitely a good album from front to back. Honestly, that's a no-skip album for me. And it's crazy it's so low on the list because that tells you how much competition, is. And a lot of people have been dropping this year, man. A lot of people have been dropping. So moving on to the next one, we got Premo Rice, the Rice Tape. This got songs with Larry June, Wiz Khalifa, Deji. Like, this album was deep. I ain't gonna lie. I have not listened to... So, Premo Rice, he's been around for a while. I first heard No Love, which was like one of his breakout singles. And after that, I didn't really listen to him. I fell out with him. But I saw he was dropping this year. Listened to it. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. Definitely a great tape. Yeah, I mean that's really it. I think you should definitely check it out. I'm not sure where he's from, but getting that West Coast side of rap like Larry June, for example. I'm not really in tune with Larry June, so to hear him on that feature with Primo Rice, it was cold. It was cold. Money Dance. It's probably honestly my favorite track. It samples one of my favorite movies at the moment, The Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? My killers. You don't hang up until your client buys or fucking die. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, check it out. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth the listen. I think it's a pretty good album. Next one up is my boy Johnny Yukon with Flight 101. Not Flight Plan 101. Excuse me. This one, I've been a Johnny Yukon fan for some years too, since his last album, which I forgot what it was called actually. Let me look it up right now. But yeah, he's been sliding for years. He's been going crazy. It was called Installation 1, which came out in 2018. This one, favorite song is definitely Alibi. I also like Uptown and Mystery. It's kind of like that R&B, but like rapping at the same time. Like kind of like I guess a Sway Lee, honestly, or even like a singer rapper, like a Tory Lanez. Kind of like in that area, or a Bryson Tiller. Yeah, so I think he's definitely good. Definitely a fire project from front to back as well. Honestly, everybody on this list is a good project from front to back. Like I wouldn't put nobody on the list that I think had bad songs or low quality songs. Of course, there's songs you may not listen to as much or you may not enjoy as much, but it doesn't make them bad. They just may not fit your vibe. You may not enjoy them like that. Next one is my boy D Savage with BPL. I have been a big D Savage fan for a while. I know he had that leak. I know in the car that everybody's obsessed over, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed it as much. But his last project, I believe, Phoenix, or no, the project before that, he had a song with Lil Yachty. The next one, I think it was called Phoenix or something like that. No, that was his first one. Whatever the second one was, that one was decent. But BPL, I think it's his best project to date. You got songs like Don't You Change with a Tyler the Creator sample, Locked In, Stick in the Trunk, Stay Alert, My Bad. Like, he got some good features on here. And actually, he doesn't have that many features. Let me go to it real quick. With Lil Nar, My Very Best with Tony Snow. I think that's Tony Snow. And Trippie Redd. So yeah, there's a lot of good tracks in there, honestly. Probably one of my most played albums to date. Now, it did come out very recently. I think it came out in October or November. So it's still pretty recent, still relatively new. But still, I see myself listening to this album for not a very long time. At least a year. At least a year into 2022. Probably 2023, honestly, depending upon who else drops and if he drops again. Next one up is IDK. Now, this is somebody who I got put on to IDK by a friend. Never heard of him. Or I might have heard of him once. I might have been familiar with the name, but never listened to a song by him. But this project, I tell you, when I first heard this, it easily slid into my favorite albums of the year. I knew it was going to be a top 10 album. I'll have the numbers on the screen, so it'll be fine. I knew it was going to be a top 10 album. It's very, very cohesive, great transitions, great features like Offset, Young Thug, somebody else. I know the Deluxe got Trippie Redd on it. And honestly, it was just a great album. You got this mix of singing. My favorite song is Puerto Rico. Oh, he has Sir on the album, Sway Lee, Rico Nasty. My favorite song is Temporary Love, Puerto Rico, Keto, MF Doom, Red. It's a lot. Probably Bang was my first favorite song with him and Young Thug, and then Red as well with MF Doom. So I believe he's from Maryland. This is another thing I've ever heard from Maryland. Like, only Maryland rappers I know are Money Man, and Logic, and he don't sound like either one of them. So I think that it's definitely worth a project to check out. Like I said, from front to back, all these projects are good. I recommend listening to them. Just get some of them in your rotation. Now, you ain't got to get the whole project in, but there's a few songs I know that y'all will like. Next up at number 9 is my boy Pierre Bourne with TLOP 5. This is actually an album I listen to almost daily. Like, not the full album, but a song or two. Hulu is my favorite song for sure. I honestly listen to that when I go to work, when I have to go into the office. I'm like, all right, let me turn on Hulu and we just get there. Because I feel like if there was heaven, or music for when you go to heaven, there's 2 songs that come to mind. 3 songs, actually. Playboi Carti, Location, Gunna, Baby Birkin, and Pierre Bourne, Hulu. Whoa. You know, hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's low-key a fire project. Also, you got songs like Biology, YNS, Drunken Nasty, which I ain't gonna lie, TikTok ruined that for me. I don't hate Drunken Nasty now, but it just don't hit the same. It really don't hit the same no more. For You, I've been blasting that since he released the single. Like, that's definitely been one of my favorite. Switching Lanes, that was, you know, it was a decent song. I've heard a leak of it, which I don't really like to. When I know an artist is about to drop a project, I don't want to listen to her leaks, but that one just came across, and I saw a Cardi feature. I was like, all right, we're going to listen to this one. We're going to listen to this one. But yeah, honestly, it was still a good song, a good tape from the back. No misses, in my opinion. There's one song that's kind of bad, Practice. It's not even the whole song. It's a SpongeBob, my nigga Patrick. That the hook is not it. I ain't gonna lie, the hook is not it. I had to skip it. So next one. Oh, this is getting tough now. Next is getting tough. Don Toliver, Life of a Don. Let me get some water real quick. You can see, hey, this no stops, man. Don Toliver, Life of a Don. This is a very anticipated project of mine. For me, I even went as far as when I put some pictures on Instagram, I named the Life of the Don. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew this project was gonna make me feel like a Don. And with tracks like Smoke, You, my top 3 off this album are definitely not in any order, but Crossfaded, Company Part 2, and I would honestly say right now it's Flocky with Travis Scott. Like that's man. Travis Scott, I'm not even the biggest Travis Scott fan. Like, post Astro World, I feel like a lot of his features and songs haven't been the best or lived up to that Astro World hype, which it's hard to listen to that. That's definitely a crazy project from front to back. That definitely is a Grammy. I'm sorry, Cardi B, but you might have to give that one to him. Yeah, Don Toliver went crazy, and honestly, both Travis Scott features were pretty good on this tape. For You and Flocky. As well as I like 5 Times and Way Bigger. You know, I think it was a pretty solid project. Now, do I think it's his best project? I would go as far as to say maybe not his best, but I feel like he found his sound. He understands what lane he has in the music industry. Like on Heaven or Hell, or even Donnie Womack. Donnie Womack, I feel like that was just him staying true to his roots and using the voice and the melodies that got him on, and kind of just using that, not experimenting, but not going outside the box either, you know. So in Heaven or Hell, I feel like he's still trying to figure out where, since he got put on, I feel like he's trying to figure out where he belongs in the industry, what sound he could really, what was Don Toliver's sound, and how could he, I guess, he can fully express himself. Like like Cardigan, I've been waiting on Cardigan since I watched the Astro World documentary. Like once I heard that it was like a 5-second preview. I was been waiting. I knew it was gonna be heat. Cardigan, After Party. My favorite track off that, I honestly Had Enough with Quavo and Offset, I believe. Then you got Company, No Idea. Like that tape goes stupid, but I feel like he was still experimenting. And on Life of a Don, I feel like this is his most. Okay, I'm Don Toliver. Like I'm a Don. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else, nothing short of. So you know, I feel like he's comfortable. Understood who he really is, or not who he is, but what his sound really sounds like, and how to move forward by it and how to capitalize off of it. You know, I feel like a lot of artists, once you figure out the money maker or what makes you good as an artist, you just gotta keep going on that. Like Drake's a hit maker. Even though, spoiler alert, he didn't make the list. I believe he's still a hit maker. You know, he found out what works, what the general public likes, and he just keep going crazy with it. Which no knocking him. It's just, you know, CLB was mid. Next up is Vince Staples, self-titled. This was another good project in my opinion, just because I never listened to Vince Staples either. I definitely knew who he was, a West Coast artist, but I just never really found his music to be engaging or something I align with. But this project was crazy. I heard Law of Averages is one of his singles. I was like, oh, okay, this is got some nice melodies on it, you know, some nice rap. It's like the way he raps, it's kind of like he's talking shit to you, but he's just talking like his normal tone, nothing crazy. He's not over and being loud or nothing. He's just talking his shit. And honestly, it's a good track. Great beat selection. My favorite track's Law of Averages. I think it's Sunset or Sun something. Let me see. And I believe this tape has no features. I'm pretty sure it has no features. Are You With That? Sun Downtown. There we go. Taking Trips and Take Me Home. Lil Fade too. Like it's a 10-song project, but definitely a great 10-song project. Honestly, this has no skips for me, and definitely an underdog on the list for me. I didn't expect that project to be that good, in my opinion, just because, like I said, I didn't like his music before, but I was willing to give him a chance, see what he was talking about, and honestly, it lives up to the hype. So moving on to number 6, my boy. I have to say my boy after each one. Isaiah Rashad, The House Is Burning. Now, when this first came out, this was my album of the year. This is my top album of the year. I think it came out back in, I want to say sometime in the summer. I'm not completely sure on that, but it definitely in the first 6 months, maybe first 8 months for sure. And that it was solidified for my album of the year. You know, you had songs with the score with SZA and Black. You had R.I.P. Young, which is a crazy song. The song with Uzi, I think it's called, I don't know. I forgot the song with Uzi. Song with Offset, I believe. Am I getting my tapes confused? I've listened to so much music that I might be getting my tapes confused. But he even dropped a more recent deluxe edition with Young Nudie, Project Pat, Deontay Hitchcock. That's a weird name, but that's some of my favorite songs. Like also Smino, I forgot Smino's on the album. J Rock, True Story. 9 to 3 Freestyle, that's some of my favorite tracks. And honestly, like, that album was insane. If the other 5 people I'm about to name didn't drop, he should be nominated for a Grammy. Hands down. I haven't really been tapped into TDE or Isaiah Rashad specifically. I did listen to Sun's Tirade, which is his last album back in 2016. And that showed his rap skills already with songs like What's Wrong, Park, Stuck in the Mud. It's stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud with SZA. That was my shit. So I'm glad to see he dropped some good stuff. And, I'm excited to see what he drops next year. If he drops next year, you know what I'm saying? Because that album is crazy. Next one on the list is Silk Sonic, An Evening with Silk Sonic. This album right here. The one thing I don't like about this album is that it didn't come out in the summer. It came out in I want to say October as well, or maybe November. It's still a vibe. But I live in Chicago, so once October hit, it gets a little chilly. We don't get the sun as much. It's warm. It's like 60s, 70s, or 60s, 50s. In that range. So it's still hoodie weather. But I know 2022, when Silk Sonic or when it's summertime, I'm blasting that Silk Sonic. You got tracks like Blast Off, 777. Smoking Out the Window. Like, when I tell you that my boy Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, I wasn't the biggest Bruno Mars fan. I mean, of course, there's some tracks I like by him, but I am an Anderson .Paak fan. He's been doing this melodic gospel type of rap. He got songs with Mac Miller. You could go all day with Anderson .Paak. Like, I think he's top 5 for sure. Top 5 underrated. After Last Night with Thundercat, like smoking out the window. I'm gonna leave that to them. That wasn't what they sound like, but definitely a great album. Something you gotta get in your rotation. You know what I'm saying? The honeys love it too. This is an album you can turn on with with the shorty and y'all or whatever, and y'all vibing. You love one and y'all vibing, man. Next one, which is debatably the most, in my opinion, well, no, actually I won't say the most, but a certified hood classic, my boy, Tyler, the Creator, and DJ Drama, Call Me If You Get Lost. Number 4, which honestly, the next 3 are very tough, but he should get album of the year or second runner-up something, because his album from front to back was full of surprises. He actually got me to like an NBA YoungBoy verse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even an NBA YoungBoy fan. I don't hate him, but I don't like a lot of his music. I just can't vibe to it, honestly. But with that, a Lil Wayne feature that Lil, and also I talked about 21 Savage as a feature for this year. Lil Wayne been snapping too with Corday. He's got a little feature run himself. So shout out to Lil Wayne to still being relevant in the new era, man, like GOAT. But yeah, Tyler Creator, he lost his mind on this album. He lost his mind. Song with Uzi, my sweet slash if you want to dance, that's a great song in my opinion. Rise, run it up with Tezo Touchdown or Tezo Touchdown. I'm sorry, I might mispronounce that, but yeah, no, this was a great album in my opinion. Definitely. I didn't fully listen to Igor, but from what I have heard from Igor, I think it's definitely better. It was the last album. I think. What was the last album? I know that I love that album. Tyler Creator, Flower Boy. There we go. I think it's better than Flower Boy. Yeah, I think it's his best album to date, honestly, because it's really some rap shit. So, Car Maybe Get Lost, solid number 4. Now, number 3 is my favorite album for sure. Album I listen to the most. Album that I think is going to influence hip hop for a very long time. Playboi Carti, Whole Lot of Red. Now, Christmas Day last year, I was fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying? I was fighting for my life, trying to defend it. Honestly, it is right there. I wasn't even fighting for my life for real. I posted it once. I posted it on my album, like, yo, this album. I posted on my story, like, yo, this album's not bad. It's actually pretty good. In 2 minutes, I had 3 people swipe up and say, no, blah, 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 just talking shit about it. I had to delete the post, bro. I wasn't going to sit here and argue on Christmas Day about an album. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I spend my Christmas. Maybe some of y'all, I know some of y'all were defending it. Hey, hats off to you. I couldn't do it. That's just too much typing, too much negativity, man. But this album probably one of my favorite for the year. Definitely completely different, completely unexpected. I went to listen to the album with no expectations because I knew my man's whole catalog got leaked. It literally every song that was going to go crazy got leaked. Cancun, Kid Cudi, he had a song that probably could have went platinum off the leak. Y'all know he had, what was that, 2018, 2019? He had 2019 in a headlock from a leak. Every song, every meme you saw had Kid Cudi with it. You know what I'm saying? That song was crazy. Him and Young Nudy went stupid. But I think the only thing was sample clearance. You know, I've heard Pierre Bourne, I've watched a lot of his interviews. He has bad luck with sample clearance, you know, so I think that's just one of them that didn't get cleared, which is unfortunate, you know, very unfortunate. But Whole Lot of Red, great album. I Love You, I Hate You, Sky. It is executive produced by Kanye, and I believe Mike Dean has some input on this as well. But yeah, I Love You, I Hate You, Sky, Over, Stop Breathing. When I hear Stop Breathing in the gym, it's like steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like steroids. I'm like, okay, yeah, go crazy. Finish that last set. You know, get them curl ups going, whatever. Because it makes me lock into that different mode, and it has the punk rap music side of things as well as the chill, laid back. Like I said, I Love You, I Hate You. That's honestly my favorite song. Probably top 5 favorite songs from this year, honestly. And it's in the top 3 for my Apple Music replay. So definitely enjoyed that album. My number two is Little SImz. Sometimes I might be Introvert. Now, I watch, just like y'all, I watch reaction videos, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see what other people listen to. And shout out my boy Mr. 2K God, which I'm a big fan of him and Sean C. But Mr. 2K God put me onto this one first. Was Lil SImz. She's a UK artist. And when I tell you this album was nothing like I expected it to be, I listened to maybe like 5 minutes of the video. I was like, I gotta stop watching. I gotta listen to this for myself. That album is insane. Like, she has a song I call I Love You, I Hate You, which honestly, if you name me a song that, it's gotta go crazy. And she did just that. This is the first time I ever heard this artist. Some other favorite songs, Two Worlds Apart, Point and Kill. Oh my God, Point and Kill is some like Jamaican Caribbean rap, still with that UK vibe, but it's just so fire. Rolling Stone. Yeah, this honestly, this tape was just a great story. It was from front to back. I feel like there are a lot of female rappers in the game, but like None of that are just actually like storytelling or rapping. Now, I may be a little biased, I don't listen to Meg like that. I don't listen to Cardi B. But I want to hear some rap from females specifically. I know Queen Lala's very lyrical. I want to hear some lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Some substance. Now, there's no shade to Megan or Cardi. I don't know if from the songs I hear, I don't hear that. But not to say it's not in their catalog. But I'm trying to get away from the hot girl summer and all that. I don't want to hear that no more. I want to hear some real music sometimes. So Lil SImz is definitely an example of that. A different sound, and honestly, this entire top five is a different sound. Something I feel like is going to influence next year's music releases and going forward. And so Lil SImz definitely got that. She went crazy, and I feel like this one's a given. This last one, numero uno, Donda. You know what I'm saying? The little black screen. You know what I'm saying? That little black album cover. This album, even the deluxe, was crazy, unexpected as well. I know he had a little beef with Drake going on, so he dropped, or he may not have dropped it, but Universal dropped it early. And honestly, it's a great album. It's a great album from front to back. Believe Me, or with the Lauryn Hill sample, is my favorite song. Now, when I was listening to it for the first time, I was in bed listening to it. Let me see what song made me get up. I think it was Believe Me with that Lauryn Hill sample. When I heard that, because that's actually one of my favorite Lauryn Hill songs, and I feel like that's a lot of people's favorite Lauryn Hill song. But I heard a lot playing 2K. Believe What I Say, that's the name of it. My apologies. I heard a lot playing 2K. I think it was like 2K15 or something like that. But when I heard that sample, when he started rapping, I lost my mind. Like, that's one of my favorite songs. And then, as well, so I didn't even listen to the album releases. I listened to the first one, the album release parties. I listened to the first one in ATL. And when I heard the Jay-Z feature, of course, I was a clown. I was Boo the Fool. I thought he was actually going to drop at midnight. I was like, yo, I can't listen to this through the speaker or through a stream. I need to hear it through my speaker and the actual audio of it. Of course, he didn't drop. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting here highly upset. But my boy Vori, I'm a big Vori fan. I've been listening to Vori for maybe about a year now. I don't even know how I found him, but he, definitely a hidden gem that's crazy. So when I heard him on God Breathe on this, Jonah, what's the last one? No Child Left Behind. He's GOAT. He's the GOAT, bro. And then you got songs like Moon, of course. I want to go to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave so soon. That song is crazy. Even Roddy Ricch. I feel like Roddy Ricch had a good verse. Honestly, I'll just say it to keep it short. Nobody had a bad verse on the album. No features had a bad verse on the album. Even Fabio. I don't listen to Fabio at all. Honestly, New York may be the least. It may be the city I listen to the least. Just I don't really like the music like that. But Fabio, when I heard him on this, that was crazy. Now, I will say this. He is not off the hook for that shitting and pooping line he said. He said, bitch, I'm shitting, pooping, bitch, I'm the GOAT. He's not off the hook for that. But I could let it slide a little bit because his verse on this. Like, I watched an interview when he was talking about the whole process of recording for Donda and how each time he sent Kanye the verse back, he told Fabio to keep recording more. I could hear it in the track. Like, points I think he's going to stop, he just kept going. And he kept snapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was nonstop snapping. I feel like this album, we got the best verses. At least for me, this is my opinion. I feel like I've heard these are verses the best verses I've heard from some of these artists in a very long time. Like, Lil Durk, a great verse. Lil Yachty, great verse. Baby Keem, an iconic verse. A great verse. You know what I'm saying? He snapped. So yeah. Overall, I'll probably give that a 10 out of 10. Like, a great album. I think that's going to be album of the decade. Not album of the year, album of the decade. I think he honestly just snapped. And definitely a great new sound. In my eyes, Kanye has the great ear for producing and samples in general. So when putting together these tracks, he knew who fit exactly, and he did a very, very good job. So with that being said, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's my top 15 albums of the year. I hope you go check some of them out. Some of them may interest you. Let me know what you like in the comments down below. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Stay peaceful, stay blessed, and stay hydrated. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy J-Ben signing off. Peace.